All right, welcome in. What's going on? What's popping? This is the company. I am B. Lenny got Rich here, and Nick Mobile will be joining us momentarily, and then we can go ahead and kick it off with four of us. I hope everybody's doing good, having an amazing week so far. Well, let's see if I can get this thing like it's supposed to be. Oh, I think it is public. Okay, it's public. Cool. All right, so like I said, I hope everybody's doing pretty decently well. This 26th of January, March, April, May, June, and we are just trucking on along. Everybody doing good? Rich, you good?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, staying out of the heat.
Good luck with that. Yeah.
So we've been having a little bit of a heat wave on the eastern side of
the planet.
Okay, so now we're seeing the chats in here. Good. So okay, yeah, this side of the planet we're having a little bit of a heat wave. I think they said one of the articles I've been reading about the heat wave. It says buckled roads, broken bridges, delayed trains, strained power grids that led to dangerous outages, case of heat illness, and canceled sporting events. These were just a few of the effects from this week's oppressive heat wave, which brought the hottest day in over a decade on Tuesday.
Bruh, like when I saw a car turbo boost because the road cracked, that was something.
And where did that happen?
I mean, I can't. You had to ask me where it happened at. Like, it'll take me a second to find it, but literally the road cracked, and somebody just happened to have the dash cam on and was able to see it.
Yeah, he said the heat wave began to build over the weekend. Roads buckled in South Dakota, Nebraska, Minnesota, and Iowa as asphalt baked in the hot sun. Someone had to be rescued from an Amtrak that was stuck in the Baltimore tunnel with no air conditioning.
Yeah, that's a no. That's a no for me.
Yep. Yeah. Widespread speed restrictions were put in place along multiple Amtrak routes due to the tendency for the heat to warp rail tracks, along with the potential for electric car outages. This has been some serious heat if anybody has just been in the house and not paying any attention to what's going on outside.
We did it to ourselves.
How did we do it though? How did we do this?
This like, I find it really, really funny, right? Because we trust the weathermen for everything, right? But then you have this is, I guess, basically because of my algorithm, right? Like, I see like meteorologists from across the country that have data that shows in the last 20 years, the temperature has risen several degrees. Like, not several degrees, excuse me. But like the heat index has risen several degrees. And on top of that, you're talking about like the global temperature has increased about 2 degrees in the last like 20 to 30 years.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, there is a problem. The canary is singing. And like, we need to like figure out how to fix this problem, because otherwise this is going to go from being like a freak event to the norm, because the planet is just getting hotter.
Yeah.
and
it is.
Like,
it is.
And folks are just acting like, that's the government trying to tell us something else. Like, no. Like, we are watching this happen. Like, you're talking about like steel beams that have been in the ground for like 40, 50, 60, 70 years are all of a sudden now just falling apart. But it's like, if you bake it in the heat for hours and hours and hours and hours a day, and it's not supposed to be at that temperature, what do you think is going to happen? This infrastructure is going to fall.
Yeah. I don't think we have anything. We're not prepared for extreme heat. I know we're the South, and we're known for heat. It's famously hot is the nickname for our New Year's thing, but I don't think we're prepared for what may be coming with the heat.
No.
And I don't know if it's something that can be reversed in our lifetime.
That's you know what, man, and that's the part of it that really like bothers me with most of it, because everyone who in the space, right, is acting like it's not their problem. It's not your problem, it's your children's problem.
Mm-hmm.
And your grandchildren's problem. So I mean, like, to literally say that you're like, well, whatever, it's just kind of like, nah. It's like, or just because you don't simply understand the problem, read a book.
The information's there. The information is available.
Like,
but I mean, there are
baffling.
people. There's always going to be somebody to say, well, there's always going to be heat waves, and heat waves have been coming around since the beginning of time.
Sure, yes, but like you're talking about, like, geological events have happened that have caused these kind of things. Yes, the Earth's climate has shifted from one swing to the next, but not because of like human interaction, right?
Mm-hmm.
And granted, don't get me wrong, like the move to like electric vehicles is probably like a good first step, but like the way that we produce energy in and of itself is a problem. And that's where most of the greenhouse gases and all that stuff, that's where all that comes from. It's more energy production than it is like the actual, like cars are a very small part of that. It's like, you know, when a person does a thing, it's like, oh, I ate a salad today. It's like, sure. That's that's great.
That is not going to reverse your obesity. Your morbid obesity.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, sure. I mean, it's a good first step, but there are other things that you can do that'll probably be, you know, much better and much more productive on the long term. It's just it's oh man, it's frustrating because it's like, because I've been seeing weathermen post this stuff constantly, like, y'all do realize that it's getting hotter. This makes no damn, like, and basically like, this makes no damn sense. Like, please stop.
Yeah.
Like, we got to do something here.
Says I googled just the heat index 20 years. It says increased frequency and intensity. Heat waves are occurring more often and lasting longer in many areas across the United States. The frequency of heat waves in major U.S. cities has increased from an average of 2 per year in the 1960s to 6 per year during the 2010s and 2020s. We're slowly cooking ourselves.
The damn canary is like singing a song right now. That
yeah.
Tweety is becoming Luther right now. Like, please just like stop.
Yeah.
We got to figure this out.
But I mean, we're making steps, but with the steps we're making, with the steps we're making, there's always an equal and opposite reaction. So there's always going to be something working against the progress we're making. Increased population, cutting down more trees for more houses, things like that.
Yeah, but if the price of houses stay the same, then I mean, I don't know who's going to buy.
Yeah, it really don't matter if nobody can afford to move in the houses.
Exactly.
It's like, you want $400K for cardboard and sticks. All right.
Yeah. Something you brought over here in 3 pieces.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah.
But I mean, it is something. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm saying it is something to think about. I mean, what is it that we could possibly do to turn this around in time? And I'm not sitting here saying the world's going to explode or anything like that. I'm not that person.
Yeah. But you know, Orangeburg is going to become beachfront property before you know it.
It is going to be increasingly more and more dangerous to be outside in the summertime. And then with housing prices and everybody losing their houses and things like that, you're going to have more people outside during the summertime.
And then there's going to be more crime.
I guess.
Yeah, come on now. You know people. It's too hot for dumb stuff. And what's going to happen?
I mean, when you do look around, you see everybody looking at with the angry face. I went to a festival Saturday, the Juneteenth festival Saturday, and the sun was sitting on your shoulders.
So yes and no.
So it was just like everybody out there was just angry because it was hot.
See,
like
No
that
reason.
stage from Mario 3.
Yeah, with the
Yes,
sun that
the sun.
follows you around.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was.
Because people don't know how to act when it's hot just for no reason. Any little thing will set you off just because it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Heart rate
Yeah.
gets faster.
It does. It does. I had my watch on, and it was like your heart rate is increasing. I'm just standing here. I was dying out there. I was like, I'm just standing here. What the hell? But
You know, it's something else randomly I happen to think about too, right? In regards to weather and stuff like that. All right. When is the last time y'all have taken like a long road trip? Like 5 hours plus?
it's been a few months for me.
Last year, I was just telling Brian I would be going to Atlanta Saturdays. That's the longest since for me in a while.
All right. And I think about, I know it's going to sound like a random thought, but think about how your car back or your parents' car, like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, would be pelted with bugs. And now that is not a thing.
You know what? That's true. That's true. What's going on, Bobby? I did hear too that we might be the last generation to experience fireflies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like things are dying still.
Well, the heat ain't helping.
No, the heat ain't helping, not a bit. You're actually seeing more dead bugs on the ground than you are actually flying around because of the heat. And if something as small as a bug is going to be affected, imagine what it's doing to us.
Ain't no vegetation for them to get on, so slowly but surely, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
It's like we.
Like I don't want to be I'm not a conspiracy theorist. So I'm going to sit here and say cow farts are fucking up the environment,
but that's probably part of it. I mean, you know, it's okay to say it's a contributing factor, you know.
Well, no, not bugs in general, but there are certain species of insects that are going to disappear quickly. And it's mostly, just development, us spreading around and, spraying our yards with the pesticides and shit like that. It's just killing everything.
Yeah, man, I try, but sometimes, man, it's like I try to be like, I don't want to do this, but it's like these damn mosquitoes, boy.
Yeah, mosquitoes ain't going nowhere. Mosquitoes aren't going anywhere. That's the last thing that's going to disappear from our environment. Yeah,
some things just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah, so just one of those things we still sitting here dealing with is that the heat has not been kind. Like I said, I went to that festival and I was literally about to pass out. Like things just got really, really bright because I was just standing there in the heat.
Good grief,
bruh.
So I had to go sit down, find someplace to sit down. It's too much. It's too much. This can't be the same heat that we played in when I was little. Where we had
it's not. It absolutely can't be. No. When it's 90 degrees outside at 9 o'clock at night, there is a problem.
That's an issue. And I think now what they're calling it, they created a new term this year called something called the heat dome.
The what?
The heat dome.
Yes, I'm trying to please explain.
Yeah. The heat dome. It says like the one sending temperature soaring on the Midwest and New England on June 2024 occurs when a persistent region of high pressure traps heat over an area. A heat dome can linger for 2 days. For 2 days to weeks, leaving the people, crops, and animals to suffer through stagnant hot air that can feel like an oven.
So this is basically like when you get in your car at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yes.
And you've been sitting there. It's been sitting there for 2 hours.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes. Yes. So we are under a heat dome.
Someone need to open the door and turn the air on.
I don't know. Something need to happen.
Take
But
a shower.
apparently that's where we are right now, and it is killing us all, slowly but surely. And then people try to wait the heat out. You know, I'll go out around 6, around 7.
No,
when the heat's a little bit less. No, it's not getting any easier. Not getting any
Well,
lighter.
sure, it'd be less. It'd be like 89 degrees, but sure.
Mhm.
less is the operative word.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Typically, heat domes are tied to the behavior of the jet stream, a band of fast winds high in the atmosphere that generally run west to east. So the news guys have been saying heat dome at least 4 or 5 times during their broadcast, just so we can believe what that is.
Just so they be like, "Hey, this canary is singing, guys."
Yeah,
there's
time to get out. Time to get out.
There's a problem.
But that's where we are with that. Be careful outside. Drink a lot of water. And I know there are people now saying that water doesn't do anything for your body. Drink water. There are people that are out there saying, "Yeah, water doesn't do anything. You need these pills." So
what, hydroxycut?
It's some kind of pill.
And please don't take hydroxycut while it's 99 degrees outside.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I've been trying to go to the gym in the morning before the sun gets where it's supposed to be, and this is already there waiting for me when I leave the house at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Sun ain't even out. I was like, "Hi, gotcha, bitch."
Yep. Yep. So yeah, don't listen to the people that are telling you not to drink water, and water doesn't do anything for the body, and it doesn't.
How is that a thing?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, there is.
Your body's 75% water. It's like
right. I really think we're at a point now where we have run out of problems to solve, where we're just creating new ones that don't make sense.
Mm-hmm. We're going over the things that we already know and remixing shit.
Right. Like they're
all just remix now. You don't have to lift weights to get abs. Drink this.
We are in the age of bad remakes with science. Like this is where we are.
With no scientists. None of these people are scientists. They just read something on the internet from ChatGTP. Or GTP. So it's just, we're all kind of doomed if we sit here and listen to the talking heads that's telling us what to do with our lives and our bodies.
Just because they scream the loudest.
Yes. Talk loud and fast and anybody will believe you. That's how we are in the current presidential situation we're in.
I was about to say that's how you become president.
Loud and fast.
And have a felony.
Yeah. Have a few felonies. Just a few.
Yeah.
Just a few. Yeah. So Rich had something else on the chat. On the not chat. The show sheet here. It says, does music really suck today, or are we just old? What you talking about, Rich?
All right. You know, we had that IG post we saw, and it was talking about songs that turned 40 years old this year.
Yes.
And here's the thing, man, like, because a lot of that music is great music. Do not get me wrong. You had Sade, Whitney Houston, Luther, like all those artists are all throughout there, right?
Fat Luther.
Yes.
Damn it, Nick.
But
the thing that got me was when I saw the comments, and it was like, I literally saw like back in our day, and I'm like, yo, what happened?
It's time. This is time for us to start using those phrases.
I hate that. Oh God.
Yeah, man.
I was like, oh no, are we there yet?
Yes.
Blink 182 is on the oldies now. Like,
bruh, the music that
God damn it, Rich.
saying. It's,
I
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, but damn it.
Yeah, he's right.
Because if
He's
you
right.
think about it, right, in the 90s, songs that were 40 years earlier
Mhm.
were in the 50s, 60s.
Yes.
Rich,
We are there.
Yes.
Rich, I'm gonna just piggyback up because you mentioned Blink 182. You remember what the singles? What's
All
my
the
age
small
again?
things?
What's my age
Yeah.
again? And we talk about this. Our age.
So, yeah.
It kind of hits full circle.
Yeah.
And now we deal with this.
Mhm.
This is a reminder.
Right.
So
All the music that strikes anything in your emotional web is old as fuck. That's bottom line. That's bottom line. Like I think we talked about it before. The first CD I ever bought was Doggy Style, Snoop Dogg Doggy Style. That album came out
93.
Was it 93?
Pretty sure.
Yep. November 23rd, 1993.
I know Gin and Juice.
Hey, you know what's
Bro,
another
that is
song?
32 years old.
All right, hold on. And it's funny because you mentioned that same year, and I don't know why, but in my head, I just happen to think it's like, what year did Cream come out by Wu-Tang? And that
Same
was
year.
also 93.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Somehow 30 years passed. Somehow. And then 30 years ago, I was still at 14.
Right. Right.
And I mean, to be honest with you, we grew up. It was still a different time. And I know people used to say that a long
Yes.
time ago was a different time when I grew up. It was a different era of hip hop. Hip hop was still trying to be noticed. People were still hungry. It wasn't mainstream yet.
Sure.
So people were still selling, like big names were still selling albums out of their trunk.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was a bit more of a struggle to be on the hip hop scene. So you had to put a little bit more into it to get noticed and to get recognition.
And I don't want to forget the other big elephant in the room, social media now.
Yeah.
Makes it a lot easier for a
Mhm.
bunch of no-name talentless hacks to get a following.
Yeah.
And then
Which was going to be my point.
Then you become Drake. I just had to throw it. I had to.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, but I mean, I still think even though we're at that point of age, like back in my day, I still think at least with us, we can acknowledge current music. If it's good, we still acknowledge it. We don't just shit on it as a whole. Now, a lot of it's not good, but we still acknowledge what is good.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to completely. Cause I still think sometimes prior to our generation, there'll be some people that will just dog everything that's current at that point, and they don't even listen to like the generation before us.
Yeah,
They'll
and
just
I
go,
like
"Yep."
to, before I pass judgment on any artist that I don't like or whatever, I do like to listen to a few songs or listen to something that they've done.
Exactly. I just So
when I
exactly.
say I don't like this person, it can be founded in something.
Mhm.
It can be
Exactly.
grounded.
I'm with you.
Craig Mack, Flavor in Your Ear was 1994, Bobby. Damn.
I mean, I just don't. I mean, if I don't like somebody, there's a reason. I don't like people say I don't like someone, so why don't I just don't like them? Well, give me a reason.
Mm-hmm.
It should be justified. I mean, again, whether or not I agree with your reason or not, as long as you justify a reason why you don't like someone, that's fine.
And I'm not going to sit here and say you got to listen to every single album they ever came out with, because that's stupid. Why would you have to keep subjecting yourself to the same thing?
That's how I feel about Lil Wayne. Exactly.
To bad music.
It's like you don't do that with Netflix.
No, you don't.
I didn't like that movie. Did you watch all the movies? Did you watch all part 1, 2, and 3, and 4?
No.
Wait.
Well, he's trying to. He's making a.
No, Jurassic Park. I mean, Jurassic Park. Yeah.
Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park.
Wait a minute, Brian. Wait a minute.
Yeah, don't do it, Brian. Just stay away.
It's
okay.
Don't take the bait.
Baiting is what he's doing.
Everybody has a guilty pleasure.
Don't take the bait.
Yes.
I know. Don't take the bait, Brian.
My guilty pleasure are these long-running sci-fi movies. Jurassic Park, Aliens, Predator, things like that. I have to watch. I'm going to watch. Do they hurt me every now and then? Absolutely. But I'll be right back when you do it again, because you learn from the last time and you make it better. That's what I was talking about when they were talking about Black Panther 3. I think y'all talking about that yesterday. And I said part 3 is usually the apology for part 2.
Oh yeah, I was shitting on part. Yeah, that was me. Yeah, you said that.
A lot of times these franchises come out with a strong part 3 because they know what they did wrong in part 2.
Sometimes.
Well, Matrix Revolution is into the chat.
I didn't hate that movie.
It's
I
hot
didn't
trash.
I didn't.
They tried to be Dragon Ball. The third one, really? Wow. They tried to be Dragon Ball Z. Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest.
Yeah, now that I would. Yes. If
that
it
was the one with the Spanish dude in it, right?
No, that's like 5.
5.
Javier Bardem.
Yeah. I haven't seen 5, but the third one had like all the different pirates from all the nations of the world, and it was
nah.
That was enough. I mean,
that first one was good, and after that, I'm just like,
it was diminishing returns.
Every movie after that.
Yeah, it was Curse of the Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest was 2006. At World's End was 2007.
At World's End, that's it. Yeah.
On Stranger Tides, I believe, was 2011, and Dead Man's.
Hold on, that was 2006.
What, Dead Man's Chest?
Yeah,
that's right. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Gee, I'm just.
But that's the one with that's the one with Davy Jones.
Yeah, because the first one came out when we were at Carolina. Because I remember watching it.
I remember that. But I'm saying like. Because for whatever reason, I keep thinking that movie occurred later, only because Davy Jones as a CG character is probably the best CG character ever done.
Yeah, and they talk about that a lot. Like that was just fucking epic. The time it took to do that.
They melted computers back then. I'm positive.
Yeah, probably.
I would agree. That was
Dead Men Tell No Tales was part 5, and I think they have another one coming.
No,
there's talks of one. Yeah, I mean, why not? Everything else is coming out with movies.
Well, why not? I think because they what's his name? Since Johnny Depp was basically acquitted in the court of public opinion. He's good to go now. So they're like, we can do this again. That's cool.
Let me see. Hold on. Pirates of the Caribbean. I swear they finally came to terms with another one.
Nah, I don't think it's official.
It's not official, but there's talks of it. Yes, of another one.
Yeah,
especially like Rich said. Now that Johnny Depp is okay,
so he's safe.
He's safe now. Is he safe from the big bad woman?
Yeah, he's safe.
That's not funny. That's not funny. Domestic violence.
I know it's not funny, but that's the reality of it. Because at first it was like they thought Johnny Depp was the problem, and it was like, oh no.
Amber Heard.
Yeah. We heard about her.
She was kicking him around like he was a fragile old man.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So nah. But yeah, man. Yeah, but like when I read that comment section, it just reminded me like I remember people saying this to us.
Oh no, they got it. Pirates of the Caribbean 6. Producer teases returning cast. Pirates of the Caribbean producer confirms returning cast. Yeah, that's a thing.
No,
it's a thing.
Should not be.
I tend to agree with Rich. Like I said, the first one was great, and each one just I didn't mind the second one.
Agree.
Going down and down. So, like I said,
I don't know why I keep watching these like Pirates of the Caribbean movies. They're good, but do they deserve a following?
That's the thing. Like I still need to watch the last one because the last one had Orlando Bloom back, so I do kind of want to see that. But I do
No,
think
good.
it's at a point where it's like, why are we doing them?
Mhm.
That great. It's like 5 years later since that movie came out, but I do
Yeah.
agree. It's kind of like, why are we? Do we really need them? Like, we didn't really need a sequel, to be honest.
No.
Mhm.
After that
We're
third
good.
movie should have stopped. But they're like, money.
Yeah,
Prince.
exactly. And we print it.
Yeah, they really the third one. Even though I hate that movie, it was at least it felt like it had a finale to the
Right.
series. They're like, well,
Right.
hold on, here we
Mhm.
go again. So, oh,
Yeah, I mean, but that's just one of the things. Like I said, I don't know why we get these attachments to these movies that just keep coming out.
We keep paying for it.
Maybe
I
it's
think
something that maybe we're trying to hold on to the feeling that part one gave us. Maybe.
well, I think it depends. I hate to say this, it kind of depends on the movie because okay, I'm gonna go here and I'm not gonna really try to trigger myself. I'm gonna go Transformers. So
Yes.
So I'm gonna go there. For the longest time I kept watching them. Fuck Michael Bay, but I kept holding out hope that I was going to enjoy it. I just said, you know what? Okay, first one's okay, but whatever. The second one I didn't like it. All right, well maybe the third one would be better, and I just kept giving myself false hope. So
Mhm.
I finally just couldn't take it anymore. So
Mhm.
part of
Was
it could be
Transformers
being
3
able to-
bad?
depending on who you ask. I thought it was long and boring. It wasn't a bad movie, but I thought it was long, drawn out, and then I hate what they did to Starscream. But go ahead.
But that was Darker Than Moon.
No, it's the third one.
Yeah, that's the third one.
Yeah.
I'm with Nick. Don't get me wrong. I think it's like I feel the same way about that movie as I feel about Rogue One. Like half of the movie, like the first half is just like I could have done without this. The second half of the movie, I'm like, oh, okay, if you would have just edited this into the movie, that would have been fine.
Mm-hmm.
But to Nick's point, it's just drawn out really, really long. I mean, like I watched the second half of it, all day because it's some pretty impressive shots in it. And they actually tried to like have like a they had a little plot twist in it. I was like, oh, okay, y'all are trying to do something clever. How about that? Oh, look at you.
But does it follow what I say though? Like part 3 is the apology for part 2. Does that count with Transformers?
They tried. I mean, they.
No.
I would say yeah. They tried. Now is it did they fix anything? I wouldn't necessarily say that, but they tried.
No, I don't think. Well, okay.
What was which one was the nigga bots in?
That was Revenge of the Fallen.
The second one.
That was the second one. Okay.
I
needed an apology for that shit. I needed an apology for that shit.
They literally just made sure that they didn't put those. They're technically in the movie. You have, but
they took out the jive.
Yeah. They're technically in the movie, but for the most part,
okay.
They edited some things after post.
Yes,
they don't say we don't do no reading.
No, they are like, so here's what it is. There's this one shot and somebody forgot to take this one shot out. You can see the 2 cars in the background. And that's how you know that they were still technically in the movie. They just edited them out of the entire thing. That's all.
Okay. So Brian, let's kind of go with your thoughts. So what are good examples of the third movie being the apology? I like to know. What is a good?
Oh, like where it's better or where it's worse? Because I got
better. Where the part 3 is kind of like okay, we know we did wrong in part 2.
Yes, that because I can name a bunch more that are worse. I could go on and on with that. I don't want to go there.
Yeah.
So what is one where there's a true apology because the second one was a letdown, and so we got a third one that's so. What's a good example?
Let me think here.
You know what? Only one I could think of now that we thought about this would be Thor potentially.
Yeah,
I need to go. I need to rewatch the second one though. That's the only thing.
No, the second one was exceptionally mid, and the third movie is great. So I would say that would probably be a fair example. But then you have the fourth movie that come after that. So it's kind of like
the fourth is always like, what the fuck are we doing? I don't know. Let's make some toys.
With the exception of Mission Impossible.
Well, yeah, I
can't speak on those because I haven't sat and watched those movies yet. I need to sit down and binge those movies.
Those were on a similar track where you had the first one was good, the second, third were mediocre, and then picked up with the fourth
Right.
one.
And then what happened when they get to 8?
Yeah.
It goes back down.
Mhm.
I think
they're in space.
I was
Right.
going to say Fast and Furious, but I can't even say that.
No,
'Cause I
that's
think
what I'm
the
saying.
third one was Tokyo Drift,
That's what I'm saying. No, heck
and
no.
that was candy. That was like just
Right.
sweets and no substance.
That's what I'm saying. So, what is a good example? Like, Thor is kind
I
of.
think Thor's probably it.
But the only thing about Thor, though, to me, like it's mid. I just say it's forgettable. I can't objectively say it was bad. I just don't remember it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's not
fair. Yeah, like where the second one was bad and the third one was great.
I
It's
would
even-
probably
Like, I don't know. I really got to put some thought into that. I don't
shit.
know.
I can't even say Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I was gonna say
No,
Yeah, I
don't
can't
do-
even say
because-
that.
well,
because
don't
the
do it.
Lost World was fine.
It actually
and then
was.
the
Yeah.
third movie. Yeah, then the third
Yeah,
movie
that
was
was
like
the third movie. The third movie was when the raptor woke up on the plane and was like, "Alan." That was that weird shit they were doing. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Man, you
I
know
think that
what?
This
The
one, I
only
don't know.
all right, again, because I like to say that the movie was bad, it was probably the weakest link in the chain. But if you look at the prequels, right? Attack of the
Four.
Clones, I think is the weak one. Revenge of the Sith comes after that, and it's like, okay, like, sure.
Well,
Mhm.
you know
But-
what though? I would have said that on rewatch. I actually don't mind Attack. I actually don't for prequels. I actually don't mind those prequels. I actually legit
Yeah,
don't, and I'm
I
not
mean,
a big prequel
I don't
fan.
think they're bad, but
But
I think
they're
Attack-
better than. Go ahead.
I think Attack of the Clones is the weakest one of the three, personally. Because even though, yeah, like there's not a lot that goes on in that very first movie, it's like it has the best score out of all of the prequels for one, the best lightsaber fight out of all of the prequels.
Mhm.
So it's like it has rewatch value.
I'm
and then
finding
the second-
flaws in my
Yeah.
theory though.
Absolutely.
Like, okay, so what about Indiana Jones?
No,
You had Raiders of the Lost Ark. Was
I like
first
all
one.
three. The first three.
Yeah,
is solid.
And that
Ah.
was 81. First of all, that was 81.
The
That was
the first three was
44 years ago.
Damn it, Brian. The first three are damn it, Brian. I hate you. But no, I think the first three are pretty solid.
The first three are solid. I think I think Temple of Doom is the weakest of the three. They're all good,
Yeah.
but Temple of Doom is the weakest, which also chronologically is technically the first movie.
Right. Oh, yeah. But I guess even if it's the weakest, but again, is it a bad movie? And the third one is making up for it. That's the thing.
No,
Even though it might be the weakest,
absolutely
all
not.
three can be good. So
Jonesy
You think I'll still
says, Jonesy says Attack of the Clones is easily superior to Phantom Menace. All three of them movies were mistakes, though.
I mean, sure. The only thing I would say is like I like sand. Like we created memes off Attack of the Clones. Like I'm sorry. Like I mean,
Yeah.
that's what made. But don't get me wrong. That is one way it is superior. Like prequel memes is an entire Reddit subreddit.
Mhm.
Okay. Even though, like I said, even though I'm kind of with Brian. I'm not the biggest fan of prequels. I would just say that prequel has held up a lot better to me than I thought it would. I'll just leave it at that.
I try, and I'm a Trekkie. I've told you guys that before. I've tried to follow with the Star Wars stuff, but all these prequels,
Right. Really?
Yes.
Did you really
I'm a
say no?
Trekkie. I'm a Trekkie.
Oh, okay. No. Okay. Never mind. I thought you were trying to confuse the two. Never mind. I apologize.
No. He was making a point. He was saying,
Yeah.
I'm
where
sorry.
he fits.
I
yeah.
try to follow with the Star Wars stuff, but I can't keep up with what's a prequel. What happened
Mhm.
before what's his name? Darth Vader, what happened after, what happened before the Attack of the Clone. I can't keep up with where I need to be watching these shows.
Don't think, just do.
That.
And now I'm finding out Mandalorian is all before Rogue One.
No, it's not.
It's not
Mandalorian,
before Rogue
yeah.
One.
Mandalorian is after Return of the Jedi.
Where does Rogue One fit?
Yeah.
Before A New Hope.
See,
Yeah.
that's too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
No,
it
it's
is after
not.
Return of
Just
Jedi.
tell me what
Yeah.
happens next.
No,
Tell
you're
me what
right, Rich,
happens
because
next.
the whole thing with Boba Fett. in Return of the Jedi.
correct. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't. I don't have it in me. I'm
No,
sorry.
but
There's a
here's
part
the
in my
reality.
brain missing. I
That
can't.
that happened, unfortunately, because money. That's pretty much the only reason why we are here with the amount of content that we have. Like,
Because
it's
I
money.
know they can continue the story.
Yeah,
I know they can continue it, but it's always like, hey, what if this happened? Let's tell everybody what happened with these people before this happened, and it's frustrating. I don't like prequels.
I'll be honest, it's bad story. It is bad storytelling because because here's the thing that makes this a whole thing interesting, and I'm gonna get off of this one, but the entire thing with the prequels, people regard it much more than they probably would have, is because the entire Clone Wars cartoon filled in all of the gaps to make those characters so much better.
Mm-hmm.
So then if you take the Clone Wars out, then pretty much it's like you would have nothing. And I'm not saying like they're like inherently bad, but it's like you basically have added so much lore into it. Like you have 8 seasons of a cartoon that pretty much pad the entire prequel lore.
Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I agree
with that. It's too much.
In that sense, yes, it is absolutely a lot, which is why I don't really.
And it bothers me with the Star Trek stuff. Does it too, with the series that come out, Discovery, Picard, all this stuff. It's before and after and after and before, and it's before this happened and after this happened. And I'm like, just keep going. What happens next?
But you do realize that would then require like people
writing?
To think.
Yeah.
And writing. So
they'd have to expand the universe.
And you have like nostalgia bias. So all of those things are playing into this.
I'm tired of it, man. It's like you watched one of the Star Trek series and they're just meeting Picard. I'm like, wait a minute. What? Why are we just meeting him?
Relying on the crutch. Oh, you know what, Brian? I kind of thought of a movie. It's an asterisk behind it because we never got a third one, but it would have been the potential to fit your theme, and that's Wonder Woman.
Oh my God,
Wonder Woman! That would have had the potential to.
Now they're redoing Wonder Woman.
Yeah, but it's not going to be with Gal Gadot.
That's not the same.
It's not going to be with Gal Gadot. No,
it's a different universe too. But I'm just saying that would have been the potential to make up for the second one. That would have been potentially could have been.
Yeah, I don't know what that second one was. That felt like. That felt like something that would have come on the Sci-Fi Network.
Hey man,
that was ruined Christmas for me to watch that movie.
It did have one good meme that came out of it. Life is good, but it can be better. That's the only good thing we can say about that.
Yeah, that's the only good thing to come out of that. But it was bad. And to say that we've seen her probably 4 times before part 2 in 4 different movies.
Because her theme song is just great.
It is. Oh,
yes. Yeah. It was hot garbage, Bobby. It was hot garbage.
I mean, whose idea was it to put that on Christmas Day? I'm sorry. That thing pissed me off.
Hey, man. They're trying to get all the money, man.
I'm trying to figure out
I'm really trying to think about that because the second movie being bad and then the third movie being like
makeup for it, like bad, like objectively is a bad, not mid or weak, but a bad movie. I don't.
Yeah, but then you got to look and see what franchises are out there.
That's what. Yeah, I was trying to do that. I can't.
Let's see, movie franchises. Alien.
Alien
2 was good.
Alien 2 was like practically the perfect follow-up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got Batman. Now, when you're talking about Batman, are we talking about 90s Batman movies?
I mean, that's the only. I mean, that'd be the only way you could because I mean, then you got the Joel Schumacher stuff and I think.
I mean, they just went bad. They just continuously got worse.
Yeah, they did because Batman Returns was 92.
Okay.
That was 92.
Yeah, the first one came in the 80s, like 89 or something.
Yeah, that was 89.
Yeah, Batman came out in 89. Then Batman Returns was good.
It was solid, yeah.
Yeah, it was solid. So I mean, that part 2 was good because then after that you had Batman Forever with Jim Carrey and
Val Kilmer,
Val Kilmer,
Tommy Lee,
and Tommy Lee Jones, and then
you
Batman.
had Nipple Suit.
Yeah.
Somebody
So
was
I
like,
don't
"This
even
is going to
know.
be great."
So I don't even know if you can say that. Well, when you're talking about the reboots, Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and Dark Knight Rises.
I'm sorry, I'm still disappointed with Dark Knight Rises. That movie,
I think that movie it's the weakest of the three.
It's not a bad movie, but it's very disappointing to me. I'll say
it is the weakest. It is the weak to me. I think it's the weakest.
Which one?
I agree.
Dark Knight Rises.
Movie? Dark Knight Rises.
It's easily the weakest one. Yeah.
Was that the one with Bane?
Yes.
For the people. That the weakest one?
Easy.
No, Bane was amazing, and I still want a Bane standalone movie.
Okay, Brian, you said Bane was amazing. Now, okay,
with Hardy.
I know. I think Ant-Man 3 is garbage, but what do y'all say?
No, Ant-Man 3 was garbage.
No,
that was the.
I know,
was that Quantumania?
Yes, but what do y'all say though? What do y'all say about that movie?
But Kane was great.
Thank you. Exactly. Same thing.
Yeah.
That's the same thing with Bane. That's the same thing.
It was an amazing character in a horrible movie.
Yeah, but it's not a horrible movie. It's a good. I think it's a good movie. It's just not anywhere close to the last movie that came before.
Well, which one are you talking about? What you talking about, Rich?
Batman. Excuse me. Yeah,
Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good movie. It's just not. I don't think it's a good movie. It's kind of mid. It's mid, and the trailers gave it a false advertising of this epic masterpiece, and it was like now Bane was great.
Batman versus Superman counts as a standalone Batman movie.
I don't count it.
It's funny because I don't really remember very much from that movie. I know they fought in Martha, but that's about it.
Martha. Say her name.
All right, let me not lie. It's that I know they fought Martha, and then to be honest, like that warehouse fight in that movie is basically Arkham Knight incarnate. Like that was great.
Yeah,
it was an amazing scene.
In a bad movie.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember I remember walking out of theaters like, how is it that you put two of the most known superheroes in the same film, and yet I don't remember what happened. And I just finished this movie. I was bored, except for that one scene, and then it was like, oh, this is great.
And it was like, oh, you let me down again.
Right.
Well, punk ass Batman let me down because it was too goddamn long.
Thank you, Brian. Yeah. It was.
I have never gotten up and left the theater before the credits until that movie.
I mean, it's a shame because the first 2/3 of that movie is great. Actually, I was engaged in it, but that last third, nope.
Yeah,
I need to watch that movie again.
I was at one point. I was like, it's time to go.
Yeah, I could watch it again.
I've been here too long.
I have not watched it since I watched it the first time.
I hadn't watched it. Again.
I have honestly, I have no desire to really watch it again. And that's nothing against Sparkles because he was fine. But go ahead, Rich.
It was just too.
Let that man
long.
cook.
It was too long.
Give him
I don't
credit,
know if y'all remember, but that scene when he got on the back of the motorcycle with Catwoman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's when I got up and I was like, it's too long. It's too long. It's too much. I can't. They about to do some other shit.
Wait, hold on a second.
I'm out.
The other thing about it is that Brian just admitted he went to the theater to go see this.
I did go to the movies because the Batman movie is always going to demand my attention. I'm a Batman fan. A Batman movie is always going to demand my attention. So I am going to go to the theater. When they come out with the next one, I'm being in the theater.
Hey, and it's happening. It is happening.
Yeah, it is. I hope it ain't 16 hours like this one was.
Stop it, man.
Hey, but I go like it was long though. I'm
not gonna lie and say like I would be lying and saying that it wasn't long, but I still enjoyed that. Which again,
this movie had a runtime of 2 hours and 56 minutes,
and it felt like every bit of it too.
That is
and
3 hours, bro.
well, Avengers Endgame was 3 hours and 2 minutes, and
Felt like every bit of it too. And I won't watch the movie ever again either.
I was fine. I was fine
I saw-
watching Avengers Endgame.
I saw it twice and I'm good. Don't need to see it again.
yeah,
Absolutely.
I would agree. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I watched it twice.
I've seen
Yes,
it
I
twice.
did. I did. I
Sorry,
watched it.
sorry.
I actually watched it again for the second time, like 2 weeks ago.
See, saw it in theaters, and then we watched it one time on Disney Plus, and I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's not a bad movie, but it's just it's solid. But I mean,
It's a victory lap.
Yeah,
Like that's all it
exactly
is. It is a victory lap.
Sadly, it was their magnum opus. Like they can't do anything better than what they did, and they keep trying to come out with these movies, and they keep falling short because we're holding them to the standard.
Yeah, this is we watched the peak of that franchise, and now it is on its way out.
Yeah,
I agree. That's the peak. Yeah,
I don't care what they do from this point forward. It will not be that ever again.
No, it won't be.
I agree. I mean, everything just is a conclusion of a long-term story, and
I mean, landing.
And it's like the only reason they're still going is because they have so many characters in the Marvel universe.
Don't care. Stop.
And they can make movies for the next 20 years if they want to.
Well, I mean, I think it still could have kept the momentum going. But again, I've said this before. One of the best and worst things ever was Guardians of the Galaxy, because you had no name characters that became a hit. And so Marvel said, we can do other C-list characters and make movies. Yep. And then we had Shang-Chi, we had the Eternals, we had Ant-Man 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we got nothing.
You know what? There is a video essay I came across from a YouTube channel. I'll put this in the chat later. A guy whose channel is called Film Joy, and he made that exact point that Nick just said. It's like once they figured out they could like throw anybody and make it profitable, that was it. They were done. They were like, ooh, they could just print the GDP of like a small country.
Yeah.
That's the best and worst thing. And again, I love Guardians of the Galaxy, but they just worse. That's the worst thing, because since Endgame, we pretty much had a streak of mediocrity at best, with a couple of exceptions.
Right.
Of a lot of mediocrity and a lot of trash.
I was gonna say, Nick, which exceptions are they? Good or bad?
There's a little bit of both. There's a little bit of both, but the trash is trash, and we won't go there. Black Panther 2, Ant-Man 3.
Right. Won't go there. Proceeds to go there.
See, Black Panther 3 is going to be the apology for part 2.
We don't know that. We don't know that now.
Yes, we
don't know. We don't know. Brian, what evidence do we have that we still haven't really come up with a movie?
I don't know. Man.
I'll put it this way. They will try. Yes.
Oh, they're gonna try. I'm still trying to think of like what movie was bad as a part 2, and then...
that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to prove my hypotheses.
I don't know.
What did I come up with? Movie franchises. All right. Fast and the Furious.
In theory, I agree with the principle of what you're saying.
All the X-Men were trash.
God damn it, Brian! You are so on drugs.
Sorry, they were bad. They
were not. They were not. You need to be drug tested.
All bad movies.
You need to be drug tested, Brian.
All
God, no,
bad movies. Horrible movies.
No, 60%. We're good. Good. That's not all bad. 60% good. You on drugs, Brian?
Lord of the Rings.
See, but Two Towers was apparently the best one. Like I've only seen the first movie, and I heard
Two Towers was where does it stand?
That's the second one. I like the first one. The third one, it got again a drawn out ending. Mm-hmm. Oh god,
yeah.
Oh god, it's like for the last 20 minutes, I kept thinking it's going to end, but wait, there's more. It's going to end.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
In the movie 4 times.
Spider-Man.
No, because Spider-Man 2 is like the great one, and then Spider-Man 3 happened, and it's like no. They just said, Sam, we don't need you anymore. We're sorry. Thank you though. Thank you for your time.
So let's see. Spider-Man that started in 2002.
Oh yeah, Tobey Maguire ones. That's right.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Nope. Yeah, because number 3. Nah.
No. Yeah. That's God dang. I don't know this.
I don't think. Yeah, because we can name a ton where the second movie, like when they tried to do the apology, it's like, just didn't work.
Let's see. Star Trek. We talked about Star Trek already. Pirates of the Caribbean, talked about that. Star Wars, talked about that. Toy Story, didn't really talk about that, but I didn't really watch any.
I've seen all 4. I will say that. You know what? But again, that's another example of a movie that was like okay, and the third one comes in and like just blows it out of the water. Like Toy Story 2 is not a bad movie. Toy Story 3 is excellent. Like,
okay,
yeah,
that's the one with the bear, ain't it?
Yes.
What? With what?
Probably one of the best villains ever written.
The one with the one with the teddy bear.
Yeah. The end of that movie got me.
Okay. I need to watch that. I've only watched the first one.
Nah, man. Toy Story, because I mean, unfortunately, I watched Toy Story 4. I know it's gonna sound random. I watched Toy Story 4 on the airplane, so I knew that, everything was gonna be fine. But watching Toy Story 3, like there is a certain thing that happens in that movie that I was completely blown away that was going to be the thing that would.
You can talk about it. I mean, if you ain't watching it by now.
I don't know. I don't know if Nick saw it, so I was trying to.
I haven't. Yeah, don't. Yeah.
Sleep. So I don't want to spoil it.
40 years old.
Okay, what's your point? Hey, Brian, you say you watch Insecure.
So.
Ooh.
So.
I'll see myself out.
And we still can't talk about that one. So that's a fair.
Shit, I think everybody almost did who was playing the voices on Toy Story. You got Wallace Shawn, that's the inconceivable guy. John Ratzenberg, I think he's dead.
Yeah.
Jim Varney is dead. Tim Allen's still alive. Tom Hanks still alive. Annie Potts, I think she's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Laurie Metcalf is Andy's mom. Oh, that was Andy's mom?
Yeah.
You know who Andy Metcalf is, right? Who the Metcalf lady is?
Yeah.
Laurie Metcalf, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Toy Story 3 is great. Like, if you get a chance to watch that one, highly recommend it.
Yeah.
It's just it just sucks that if you know there's a fourth movie, you're like, okay, that's not as much of a problem as I thought it would be. But then
you know what? Yeah, that's the problem I kind of dealt with Mission Impossible, watching some of the movies.
Right, because like if there's part 7 and you're still on part 3, you're like, well, it's not gonna. We know that this kind of plays out. Everything's gonna be all right.
Well,
the Impossible Mission Force, does the impossible clearly.
Yeah.
So after Toy Story, you got Avatar. Oh my goodness, that is just like the blue people. The blue people.
Still haven't watched that movie, and I'm not going to either.
Yeah, I know you're not going to.
Yes.
Back to the Future. No, part 1 and part 2 was solid. Part 3 was doing when they went to the West, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to the Future. Like to say that a movie was literally, that is the one time where something was commercially viable, and then they were like, all right, we're gonna actually make a story around this, because it was literally supposed to just be one movie, and then then they printed money.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
I don't remember the sequels enough.
I think those. I think they were solid movies.
No, you're talking like with Caesar, right?
Yeah, with Caesar now. Yeah.
I see. The first one I thought was the weakest one, and then 2 and 3 are actually really, really good. The third one is probably the best one, but
how many of them are there? I think there are 4 or 5.
It's 4 because the other
Is it
one came out last year. The Kingdom was the
4.
last one.
Okay.
Yeah, 4.
The big thing with that one is that they were talking about because they used AI to fill in the gaps for like the motion capture and stuff like that.
Okay. Let's see. Rocky.
See, Rocky 2 is good though.
Yeah, it's good.
And then Rocky 3 is good.
Rocky 3 is my favorite one.
And Rocky 4 is like a
It's
product
solid.
of its time good.
And then Rocky 5. Yeah.
But then 6,
Yeah.
Rocky Balboa is actually good. And then you have Creed after that. And Creed, I think, is good.
Yeah.
Creed 2 is, I don't remember Creed 2 as much. And then Creed 3 is good, but I want them to stop there. Like,
they're not.
The conflict has been resolved. They just
they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop.
Brian,
Yeah.
I think I don't know, man. I don't know if you can verify the testing of your hypothesis here.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking my hypothesis is falling apart. Hunger Games.
No, because actually the second one's my favorite one of the Hunger Games. I think that's actually the best one.
How many were there?
There was really 3 movies. There were 3 movies, but the last one was in 2 parts.
Okay.
But I don't, as a whole, it's not. I don't really care for that franchise because I don't really agree with the principle of the kids killing each other. But
Right.
The second one, because they weren't kids, it was adults in the tournament. So I actually like the second one.
I didn't watch The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. That was a prequel.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't watch
Okay.
that one. But I did watch all these other ones. Mockingjay Part 1 and 2.
Catching Fire.
Catching Fire, and then Part 1 was just the Hunger Games. I did watch those, but I didn't watch the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Yeah, Brian, I don't know. Yeah, your theories. I don't know.
I don't know. My theory might be it makes sense. It's an idea. It's a premise.
But see, the thing is, I think it just works the other way, though. It's like the second movie is received one way, and they try to do an apology for it, and then it winds up just getting worse. That's probably what it is. That's how I've seen it in the past.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
That might be what it is. Yeah. And let's see. Earning wise, the most financially liable, or the ones who made most money, the Marvel Cinematic Universe made 31 bill. Star Wars made 10 bill. The James Bond franchise is 7 bill. Batman franchise, 7 bill. Spider-Man franchise, 8 bill. Harry Potter, 9 bill. X-Men, 7 bill. Jurassic Park, 6 bill.
Hater.
DC Extended Universe, 7.
I hate Brian.
Avengers Universe, 7 bill. So these things are not like not making money. It's just what we have an opinion on and what we think. No, Alien only made 1 bill. Huh.
Wait, now, serious question: are those movies rated R?
Yeah, any rated R movies typically don't make as much because you can't.
Yeah,
they don't have the same.
Audience.
Base.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, I think the X-Men, not the X-Men, the Alien franchise has been rated R.
Yep.
For the most part. Try to change things, make some changes, but it takes away from the core of the movie. I believe when you start taking stuff out just to fit the rating. If that makes sense.
It depends, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Popular movie franchises. Yeah, same one. Lord of the Rings, X-Men, Jurassic Park, Spider-Man, Fast and the Furious, Avengers, Toy Story, Despicable Me. I guess that counts as a franchise now. Don't they have 3 of them?
Oh yeah, there's 4 of them, and then there's a Minions movie. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's 5. So
James Bond, Captain America, The Batman, Pirates of the Caribbean, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Mission Impossible, The Dark Knight, Star Wars, Star Trek, Alien, Harry Potter, Rocky, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Iron Man.
I've never seen Ice Age. That's the first one, so I can't comment on those movies.
No. Did I say Ice Age in there?
No, I just thought about it just now.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a misleading movie. By the way, the trailer.
Why is it misleading?
Well, if I remember correctly, when they showed the trailers, they only showed like the squirrel, pretty much the whole movie, and the squirrel had really nothing to do with the movie.
Oh yeah, he was kind of like a.
But when I finally watched the movie, like it was just a side thing and a very, very small side thing. It was all about everything else. So
right,
yeah. But I think we're still all trying to reel it and get behind Marvel, whatever they're trying to do.
Yeah,
but it's not quite working.
Let me ask you if I can pivot for a second while we still on movies. Do y'all have any hope for Street Fighter? Fair enough, Rich.
No, I don't. I think it's going to end up being a cheesy 1995 movie.
It's like we've done this already.
Yeah. The same reason why you hadn't really seen a lot about Masters of the Universe. You've seen little background shots of He-Man, him holding the sword, but nothing solid because they know that this thing might be a failure.
Well, I will say this though, they're at least trying to get some more recognizable names because they're trying to. We'll see what else happens with the cast because with the original one, who did besides Jean-Claude and Raul Julia, who else was there really any
at the time, right? Like at that time, because
in hindsight, because you got the actress who plays Chun-Li,
I was gonna say,
yeah, I can't think of her name.
Ming Na Wen, yeah.
Thank you. But I mean, they're trying. Again, I'm not saying I don't think it's gonna be great, but they're trying because they got Jason Momoa, Roman Reigns.
Who is he playing? Blanca?
Which one?
Jason Momoa.
I think so.
No. Excuse me.
No. Roman Reigns is Akuma. But Jason. Hey, it can't be worse than Jean-Claude Van Damme playing Guy.
Yeah, it can't be. Motherfucker. All right, Jason Momoa is playing Blanca.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
I mean, that makes. I mean, I can get down with that, but
Roman Reigns is playing Akuma. Yeah.
No.
Acknowledge him, Rich. Acknowledge him.
50 Cent is playing Bull Rock for some reason. And now this is on IMDb, so it's official.
See, there you go.
This is on IMDb, so it is official.
I am done.
Yeah.
If that is true, if Roman Reigns as a no.
Oh no, that one's more official. That yes.
Yeah. The rest of these are unknowns. I don't know them. Noah Centineo is Ken. Kalina Leong is Chung Li. Orville Peck is Vega. Is that a black man?
Wait, they got someone for Vega. Hold on, let me.
That's a brother. I think. Wait, no.
Oh, you said Orville Peck?
Yeah.
Let me see who this jabroni is.
I don't know who that is.
Is he light skinned?
He's some guy that just wears a mask in all his.
Okay,
pictures.
Yeah. He's a country musician.
Okay.
He's from South Africa. So we're not going to get a Spanish guy? Okay, bet. Okay.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
No Spanish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. I don't have any. I don't really have a lot of hope for this movie. I don't. Kylie Montague was Cammy in the 1994 movie.
Oh, that's right. She was that. Yeah.
Ming Na Wen was
right.
Chun-Li.
Okay, they actually had some more people.
Why did I forget that?
Because the movie sucked.
I mean,
Roshan Seth was Dawson. All these people are probably, I hate to say it, but deceased at this point, except Van Damme.
It will. No.
And if he doesn't walk across the screen in this new movie, I'm going to be upset. He got to walk through or something. Walk the halls or something.
Yeah, I completely forgot Kylie Minogue was in Street Fighter. Wow.
What did I say? Montague? I meant to say Minogue.
Yeah, I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna dig you on that.
Honest.
Yeah, we knew.
man talking all that noise about Skids and Mudflap earlier about they don't do no reading.
Oh, damn, he got you.
Hey, shit.
And here we are.
I did.
Oh,
and
man.
This is where we are right now.
Oh,
I don't think they have a lot of they don't have a lot of the cast up anyway. They just have those 8 people up on IMDb.
Nope.
I'm curious. Like, I want to see a screen test of Jason Momoa as Blanca, and I'll judge. I'll determine whether I will see it at that point.
Like that's what I'm saying, man. Like what? Like there's some things that just don't work live action. Like they, and I don't think this is one of them.
No, it's not. It is absolutely not one of them.
I would agree. They can't get casting right as a whole. Again,
they got 50 Cent as Balrog.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
Right, so this is the part that I'm really interested in. If like when they do the localization of it, is 50 Cent gonna really be called M. Bison?
I knew you were about to say that. I knew you were gonna say that.
They're not going to follow the comics that close.
I
mean, I'm just saying, like, because in
Bison
Japan,
was really Balrog, and
yes,
I mean, no. they don't want a letter from someone's attorney.
No,
yeah. So,
wait a minute, who's M. Bison anyway?
Let
me see.
Supposedly Mike Tyson.
Yeah, Mike Tyson.
No. I'm talking about in this movie here.
In the what? 95 movie?
Oh, the 95 movie. Oh
no, the new movie. That's supposed to be
50 Cent.
50 Cent. No, M. Bison. Who's
M. Bison? Okay, I'm sorry. The M. My bad.
I'm sorry. We got caught up.
They hadn't announced who M. Bison is yet.
No, they have not.
That is going to make the fucking movie.
It depends on who.
Who's going? I think also going to depend.
They're trying to figure out what nationality they need this man to be, how tall they need this man to be.
But also, I think also it's going who's going to be Bison, but who's also going to play whoever's going to be the main protagonist. I don't know who it's going to be.
That's going to be Guile. That is the key. That's exactly the key.
That's either going to be Ken or Ryu, and they got them cast already.
Or it could be Guile again. We don't know.
It could be. It could be Chun-Li.
So it depends on who the protagonist. I think that's going to make
because Guile is the all-American hero. Blah 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 blah.
Exactly.
Huh.
Yeah, so
it's gonna be John Cena.
All right, so here's the.
I can't see that.
All right, so here's the thing, and this because I just happened to think about this, right? Because you got Roman Reigns playing Akuma, right? Roman Reigns is like how tall? Like 6'2", 6'3"?
Probably.
So Ryu, like canonically, is like 5'10".
Roman Reigns is 6'3".
So, and Akuma and Ryu are like, same height. So you're just going, I guess, I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking too hard about it.
They do some technology.
I don't, just whatever. I don't care.
Don't have a lot of faith.
Nah, I don't.
In this movie being done
like.
Right.
Those two, like Roman Reigns being cast as Akuma, and then 50 Cent being cast as Balrog, like that alone just shows me like you do not give a shit.
How can we get people in this theater? Let's put a wrestler and a rapper in here.
That's right. Like no, not what's good for the film. Just like how can we get butts and seats? Yep. Yeah, I think I'm good, guys. Yeah, no, I'll do it on this one. Yep. Nope.
I think what's my man name? What's the black martial artist muscle dude?
Oh, Michael Jai White.
I'm
Michael Jai
pretty sure
White.
Michael Jai White was up for something, but he's just too old to do anything.
DJ.
He could have played Bull Rock.
He's more of a martial artist than a boxer, but I think you could have given him that part and he'd have been fine. Like DJ would probably be like more in his lane, but DJ in and of itself is a caricature, but all the characters in Street Fighter are caricatures.
Yeah. And there's no way to make this storyline make sense. Like you just bringing all these people together to be in a tournament, a mass tournament. This is Mortal Kombat. This is Pit Fighter. This is fucking kickboxer.
But they figured it out in Mortal Kombat in 1995. So I mean,
thank you, Rich.
I still like. I will like. It is not. I don't want to say it's not a great movie, but like a product of its time. That Mortal Kombat movie is still.
I think it's actually a good movie.
Yeah,
I defend it. It's a good movie.
Which one? The first one?
Yes.
Yeah. No, that second one.
Nope. Now the only knock against the first one I always stand by, which I didn't think about at the time, was Christopher Lambert. That's the only.
Yeah, because nobody thought about it because he just seemed like he worked until you realize like, wait, he's supposed to be that guy. Nah,
just the guy whispering through my entire monologue. Silly.
With all the lightning.
Yeah.
There can be only one.
Oh my god. There can be only one. You just whispered through the whole movie.
You know they're doing a Highlander too, right? Highlander as well. I'm not a big Highlander person. Hey, you know what? But Henry Cavill's like the lead, apparently.
Oh, really? I think I did hear about that. Yeah, he got picked for a lot of shit that he was just standing around.
Which I'll be honest with you, like if he's in it, I'm like, okay, I have hope.
I would agree a little bit.
I wanted to see if Mobile had warmed up to the new dude playing Superman, Annie. If he had watched any previews or trailers since then, because he said he wasn't feeling it too much.
You know, I'll be honest, man. The more I see of him in the role, the more I actually like him. To be honest,
yeah. The more I accept
but I'm gonna go see it on the 10th when it comes out. I already bought my ticket, so
July 10th.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's too many trailers. Too many trailers. Too many different trailers.
I am not getting spoiled. We're good.
Too many different trailers. Way too many.
I'm sorry. By the time
not watch them.
By the time we do the show, I've already seen the movie.
Exactly. I told you. He said Superman. Meh. I told you. I learned from the Ninja Turtles debacle, which was not a good movie. I'm not gonna lie. But it was a Ninja Turtles movie.
Hey man.
And I'm here for any Ninja Turtle movie that comes out.
Not me.
I am here for it.
No. They kiss
my ass. You're not down with MC Mikey, Nick?
I am not.
MC Mikey D.
I'm not. That would producer Michael Bay.
Oh man.
They know, oh man. You already knew what time it was.
I know.
I'm sorry. I'll do better. No, I won't.
Anybody got any shotgun topics? Anything you want to get off the chest before we get up out of here?
I had something, but I can't remember what it was.
Kids, stop begging your parents for a Switch 2. The Switch 1 is still good. Boy, it's hard being a parent. I swear it's got to be hard being a parent.
You know what? Like, I think after the age of like 5, I'm worried because see, right now I can throw my son a cardboard box and he's perfectly happy. You know, now once he starts realizing that things can do other things, it's like, oh, now this becomes a problem. But right now he's in the phase where like I don't have to buy toys. It's like Amazon package gets here, I can throw him in the box and he has a good time.
I mean, that is very true. I will say, since we brought the Switch, I mean, I do play with Switch with Chris all the time, so I enjoy it.
Yeah, but see, but you have the current console. He ain't asking about a Switch 2 yet.
Well, he don't know about it. Well, he don't know about it.
He don't know about the Switch 2 yet. He don't know about it yet.
But see, but the thing is, we still got plenty. We got plenty of games that we still play now.
There is nothing that a child understands that a Switch 2 does that a Switch 1 doesn't. It's just the second one. Right. It's just the newest one. And there's nothing wrong with the Switch 2. I go over to my brother's house and play they Switch all the time and have a blast. It's not slow. It's not glitchy.
I mean, you preach to the choir, like I said. I've still got a lot of mileage left on my Switch. I'm in no rush, especially when eventually they'll make a Switch 2 version of the OLED model that I have.
OLED, yep. That's honestly, to be honest with you, Nick, that's actually what I'm waiting for. Like, I'm gonna wait till they do that, which might be another 6 years from now, but that's fine. I'll just wait. Because it doesn't make sense. I don't know why they even put that system out, knowing that they got OLED capabilities for it. I don't know. It's like, this is dumb. But okay, well, I'll just wait. Thank you for having me save money. It's cool.
6 years from now, we'll be 50.
No, not me.
Not we. Not you.
Don't put that on me.
Not we. You will be.
Yeah, man. You old.
Oh, it's like I happen to think about, like, what's like a random thing that that you don't know if other people know that they can do. So like a tip, right? And this is the thing that I thought of, right? Is that how whenever you're typing something on the phone and you're trying to like move your cursor back, but you like try to press it between the letters.
Yeah.
If you just hold the space bar down and drag it left or right, it does the same thing for you.
Hold the space.
Try it. Yes. Go ahead.
I knew that.
No. Get out of here.
There you go.
Oh, damn.
Oh, you do that too, huh, Brian?
I got to transcript for myself for that one.
Yeah, abracadabra.
Wow.
Hold the space bar down?
Yes,
hold the space bar down, go left or right.
Holy shit.
Hey, good look at that, Rich.
You're welcome. I'm gonna find like a tech tip every episode and be like, let me find something that people don't know.
Yeah, do that. That'll be fine. Tech tip, tech tip, Rich's tech tip.
Wow.
Messed you up for the you can be typing messages for no reason.
Yeah, man. I'm sitting there just trying
yeah, no more hunting and pecking, just drag it left or right.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, anybody else got anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to say? Anything you want to bring up?
Yeah, excuse me.
Not in this space anyway.
Okay,
good.
All right, so we'll be back next Thursday doing more topics, more things to talk about, more things to bring to your attention. And thank you so much for allowing us to keep you company and doing the same. We're gonna holla at you next week. Nick, sing a song.